Hey Crafty Mavens, it's Vanessa here with a new Sketch It layout, and here is a look at the sketch that I chose for this layout. And because we're using a sketch, this layout did come together very quickly. I usually find that using sketches makes for some quick pages. I have pulled here some different bits and pieces from the kit that I put together for the month of February. So both the link for the sketch as well as this kit I will have linked below in the description box if you want to see what was in this original kit that I put together for February. And for this layout, I definitely took from the sketch the sort of vertical element with all of those sort of strips of paper. They could have been washi that you see in the sketch itself, as well as I'm going for a one photo layout. So I do add and put my own spin on the sketch, but I definitely had picked it for that vertical element. And so the first thing that I'm doing here is I am just going to go ahead and mat my photo to start. And so I have a photo here of my little daughter, and she is, oh gosh, she probably was 3 or 4 in this picture. And so there's no real story with this one. It's just a cute picture. The photo isn't even a really great quality. It's just really cute. She got right in the face of the camera, and she was like, take my picture. So she was really cute. And so this photo is really, really close up on her face, and she's a cutie. She was those big blue eyes get you every time. So I just thought this would be a fun, cute little picture to put together for today. And here you see I had in my kit all of these little cut apart strips were from a piece of pattern paper that was all different sayings and little banners and things like that you could cut up and make ephemera pieces. And so that is what I did. So most of these different strips that you see me layering up came from that one page, and then a couple of the strips are also a branding strip that I just cut apart to make the sized strips that I needed to add that gray element to the page. I'm basically going with a sort of a creamy white and gray and pink sort of layout color scheme for this one. So here you see I'm just going to fuss around, go back and forth, and kind of play with where I want to put all these strips. I'm not going to make you watch me glue these all down on camera, but I wanted you to get a feel for here's what my plan is in following that sketch. Is I'm going to have that vertical line that goes from the top to the bottom, and it's going to contain all of these different strips in different sizes, and I'm kind of putting some more to the left and some more to the right, but keeping that sort of vertical line from top to bottom. And then I also am going to add some little embellishments that I cut from other pattern papers in my kit, and then some elements that I had punched and cut out, and just some other embellishments for texture. So you're going to see I kind of just went through and just picked things from my kit that were in the colors that I needed. And I've added a few butterflies. I've added some bows from Maggie Holmes. And I am going to add here some wood veneer in not 3 clusters, because I don't really have 3 clusters on this layout, but I do add in sort of different places on the page. I try to go for at least 3 pieces of wood veneer in at least 3 different places. I actually end up with a 4th because I do have that word smile in my hand. So I do get a 4th piece of wood veneer on the page, but there are 3 butterflies, so I get that sort of 3 element that I like to have on my pages. And there you see that banner, and I'm playing with a piece of branding strip that I want to cover. That little strip of paper, or it was like a banner, had said thank you, and that really didn't go with my layout, so I am just going to cover up the word thank you with that branding strip and then put smile over the top. So here you see I have gone ahead and glued everything down. And after I glued it down, I decided that it did need a little something to add some additional texture. Everything was just paper. And so to add a little bit more texture and to just allow a little pop of black, because this title that I'm using, which is what you see right there, is black, I went ahead with my sewing machine and just stitched, not on every banner, but down the page. I just added a little bit of stitching in a few places just to add that, again, that additional texture and that interest to the page. So now that I've done that, my title for this one is that vellum piece, which was from an old Maggie Holmes collection. And it just says, "This is what it's all about." And really that's just because, you know, her little face and how joyful she is, and she was so happy, such a happy kid, and she still is, that, yeah, this is sort of a fitting title for this one. So now that I have decided where my title is going to go, which is going to kind of be up there and attached to that cluster that I have at the top left, I am just taking all those elements that you saw me lay down at the beginning, and I'm just going to place them around the page where I think they should go. I'm putting most of them go back in the same spot that you saw me originally put them. A few I did change their positions a little bit. Now my journaling is going to go in that box there right under the photo, and I do not believe that I do it on camera. I wanted to try to think about what I wanted to say, and so it will be there in the still photos at the end of this video. But as I add just a few finishing touches here, I did cover over, there was a word again that didn't really pertain to the layout on that journaling card, so I did cover it up with a word sticker, and I don't have the layout in front of me, so I cannot remember what that actually said, but you will see it in these still photos. Now, as I was sort of putting those finishing touches, I realized that even though I had the black stitching, I felt like I still needed a little bit more of a pop of black in a few places. So I did take that little sticker from that sticker sheet and I put it up there by the journaling card. And then I have this other sticker, and I think it has like the phases of the moon or something like that. But really the reason why I pulled it off the sticker sheet was because it was black. And so you see here, I am just sticking it under some of those banners to the left of the out around, but it gives me that added little pop of black, which then gives me that triangle that I tend to like to have on my layout. So I have 3 pops of black in 3 different areas. Now, my finishing touch for this layout is I did pull out some sequins from my stash, and these are just a sort of a light pink iridescent sequin, and so I am just going to sort of sprinkle those around the page. They sort of give, again, a more textural feel to the layout and just a little pop of sparkle, and they're pink, so very girly, of course. So you'll see here I'm just kind of putting them randomly, but yet placed exactly around the layout. And with that, this layout will be done. So be sure, if you don't already, to subscribe to the Crafty Maven channel and hit that notification bell so that you can come back every day for some more inspiration. And stay tuned for the still photos at the end of this video. And guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.